As young kids, our choice of a profession to follow one day must have changed on almost a weekly basis. Do you remember when you were 10 years old? Dreams of becoming an astronaut, a farmer, a dolphin trainer, a fireman, or even a cowboy, a pirate, or a ballerina, all seemed like plausible ideas. Well, now that you've grown up, not much has changed. The dreams are still there, it's just that the reality is a lot harder to conjure. Not too long after starting high school, at the end of grade 9, you are faced with making a big decision as to your future subject choices and ultimately your career path after school. People change as they grow older, and so do their interests and aspirations, as their social and economic environments change. So it's important to bear in mind that the subjects you choose at the end of grade 9 may not necessarily be what interests you at the end of matric. However, you should also remember that no matter what subjects you choose, there will not necessarily be the wrong subjects with regards to your future study options. Some questions to ask yourself when making your grade 9 subject choice. What subjects do you enjoy? Often, these are the ones that you will do well in. Can you see yourself studying further in the subjects that you are good at? If not, then you need to consider choosing alternative subjects and bringing up the marks in those subjects. Perhaps extra lessons or tutoring is needed to help you bring up those marks. What are you passionate about and interested in? Research the types of jobs that you are interested in. See if there is, in fact, job opportunities within those fields of interest, and what is required for you in order to obtain a job. Additional things to consider when choosing your subjects. Achieving good results in the subjects that you have chosen. Obtain the highest marks in these subjects, even if, during grade 10, 11, or 12, you decide that you'd like to take a different path and go into a different profession than the one that you thought of when selecting your subjects. Consider job shadowing. This means you will get industry experts' advice regarding what subjects are required. You will also be able to judge if this is the path that you would like to take. Ample skills. If you want a good job one day, you need to possess a skill, and it needs to be a skill that is sought after. The more things you attempt and courses you enroll for, the more skills you are equipped with. This is important, as it will give you insight into what you actually enjoy doing as well, making you more marketable within the workforce. Maths or maths literacy. You will need to make a choice between the two. This will impact on what qualifications you will and will not be able to enroll for. Take some time to carefully think about this. You might be considering maths literacy, as you are battling with maths now. But in the long run, working at it a bit more, and with the help of a tutor, might mean you get to study in the field that you are passionate about. Contact the institutions that you are considering studying at to find out their specific requirements. Institutional requirements differ, so be sure to do your research well. Completing career questionnaires and tests. There are quite a few different questionnaires and tests you can complete in order to know where your strengths and weaknesses lie, as well as what your real passions and interests are. Academic requirements. There are certain academic requirements for specific courses at universities or other private education institutions. If your interests have changed by the time that you are ready to enroll, don't stress. There are many other institutions which will allow you to complete extra matric subjects that enable you to qualify for a specific field of further study. You might even be able to restudy at your high school for your new matric subjects if it suits you. Be sure to research what subjects are needed in order to enroll for certain qualifications at certain institutions. You might find that different institutes require you to have different subjects and grades. Matric with endorsement, without endorsement, or no matric at all. Obtaining matric with endorsement means that you can apply to study at higher education institutions. However, if you have a matric without endorsement or no matric at all, it is not the end of the road for you. There are still options available to you in order to further your education and continue your studies. SACOB is one institution that provides courses that you can study with or without a matric. Check out our course offering here to see if there's something of interest to you. Finances and availability. At the end of matric, you may find yourself in a sticky situation regarding finances, which may hamper your decision to study further. University courses can be quite expensive. Add to this the cost of boarding or commuting, and you're looking at a budget that is, for most, a hurdle to overcome. It is also important to note that there are limited spaces available in universities, meaning that not everyone can physically attend a university, regardless of whether or not they meet the entrance requirement. This is where private institutions, such as SACOB, offer a very attractive alternative. We offer lecturer-led education, where classroom, distance, and e-learning meet. Learners have the ability to study both online and offline, as well as in print and digitally, at their own pace and in the comfort of their own home, while at the same time enjoying their interaction with peers and lecturers. Our course structures enable you to study while having a full-time or a part-time job, so that you can earn while you learn. Let us assist you with your subject choices at the end of grade 9, or at any other stage in your academic development. Did you know that SACOB can assist you in completing an accredited course, which will provide you with an additional certificate when you leave matric? In our view, this is a much better option than choosing a 7th or an 8th subject while still at school. Our helpful student advisors will assist you in choosing a course, skills program, or even a full additional qualification that will ensure you leave matric with a very distinct competitive advantage over your peers. And we'll show you how you can do all of this in between that very busy academic and social life of yours. Contact a SACOB student advisor today to find out more.